you with me now?
It has been one hell of a night. It has been so much fun.
They want us to simmer down. Can you hear me now? Am I going in?
Let's get into the action. LDGL Season 0 has now officially started.
Tell me, are you with me now?
Wow, we are in for another extremely exciting matchup tonight.
Already forgot them, but they won't forgive me now. You really ain't ready now.
Yo, that mouse is ready to roll.
I'm ready. Let's head into the action.
Get ready to take it higher. Real nigga coming out your amplified. Y'all want every black man to be rich and proud. Why these weapons fucked up?
Twix you. Brilliant.
Cell phone became your brother. Internet replace your mother. You leaving homies on red. It's no wonder all your friends dead. Jealousy was a centerpiece, so my best friends turned to enemies. Sabotage my identity. Why they wanna treat me like a Kennedy? They wanna
Let's go.
cut off the extremities. I'll never be
Huge kills, unbelievable.
Supremacy. Are you with me now? Said, are you with me now? Ain't felt this good in a while. They want us to.
They're making this a game. They are making this a game. How about this?
I stop and just look around to see if you with me now. Tell me, are you with me now? Ready to put it down. Start at the bottom, already forgot them, but
And there it goes! With the clutch.
you haters just in the crowd. But till I just look around, are you with me now? Are you with me now? Are you with me now? Said, are you with me now? Ain't felt this good in a while. They want us to simmer down. Can you hear me now? Am I going in and out? I stop and just look around.
Kipo, what an insane ultimate.
Ready to put it down. Start at the bottom, already forgot them.
And that is going to be an ace, a flawless round.
Ready now. You haters just in the crowd. But still I just look around. Are you with me now? Are you with me now? Whoa. I feel it coming now. It's too late to shut it down. Over the mountain now. Burning the valley down. I don't know where my mind is. Don't even know what time is. Somebody stop the virus. I don't think I survived this. I feel it coming now. It's too late to shut it down. Over the mountain now. Burning the valley down. I don't know where my mind is. Don't even know what time is. Somebody stop the virus. Room full of bodies, but nothing but silence. Yeah, I'm quiet, but fuck all that shyness. Go crazy, turn this bitch into an asylum. You fly, but we ain't looking for pilots. I never back down to a tyrant, it's highness. Even Jack said fuck all them giants. What goes up comes down, man, that's basic science. Look at my iris and you'll see the fines. I'd rather not get
Rain would be huge kill on JC with the USP.
Whoa.
Massive headshot, Shioka.
How you climb when you're line stuck? Barbershop getting lined up. Yeah, your head good, but your mind fucked. Super damn clear, Uber everywhere. This sound like Superman is here. Are you with me now? Said, are you with me now? Ain't felt this good in a while. They want us to simmer down. Can you hear me now?
Oh, what? Seal Team 6 coming in strong. Let's go.
See if you with me now. Tell me, are you with me now? Ready to put it down. Start at the bottom, already forgot it, but they won't forgive me now. You really ain't ready now. You haters just in the crowd. But still I just look around. Are you with me now? Are you with me now?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the LHYNX Division Gaming League Season 1 debut matchup live on Twitch.tv. After months of dedicated planning, coordination, and communications between the LDGL, our valued returning partners, and newly signed community competitors, we are ready to game. This is Season 1 Overdrive. And I'm Kavechi. Blessed to be here. The opportunity cannot be understated. We, all of us, are all together participating in something very special. Memories to be made, glory to be earned and celebrated at the end of all this competition. 19 new teams, 2 returning, a 58-match season and growing. It's bigger and better than ever to be a gamer with LDGL. So welcome everyone to the party. It is so good to see you. And I am blessed. I am blessed to be here. Drift Zammer will be leading off the shoutcasting tonight for our debut game, which is Team Void against Team Delamore and Rainbow Six Siege. Drift, Zammer, how excited are you two to be kicking this off?
I'm ready to go. Let's get it. Yo, your voice is next level, dude. You kill me with the deep voice. Yeah, I was like, all right, I'm ready for the game, and then you came up with that intro. I'm just like, God damn, I'm ready to watch some games.
I did. I just want to hype it up. I am more excited than anybody, maybe even more excited than Mahidrian, even though he was arguing with me earlier that I might not have been. But hey, it is what it is. Hey, and a returning caster, Zammer, a fan favorite, my man. It is so good to have you.
Hey, I appreciate it, Kvechi and Drift, and oh my god, just adding to what Drift was saying, Kvechi, holy shit, that was insane. Like I did the intros for last season for season 0, but dude, this was next level. Oh my god, that was pretty awesome. You know, before the stream, I was like, all right, we're getting into it, and then the trailer comes on, you're like, okay, man, we're hyping it up, it's getting better, and then you come in with the introduction for that. Holy crap, man. Oh my god, like this is awesome. This is next level. And again, man, I'm with you, I'm with Drift. This is super exciting stuff. We are making history as we speak and as we go about doing all of this. And it's great to see everybody in the chat. It's awesome to see the expansion clubs. It's awesome to see the returning clubs. I mean, this is just next level stuff. Like I said, this is so awesome. I am hyped to be here with you
You
guys.
could almost say Kvechi's voice was in Overdrive.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. No, 100%, 150%, absolutely. His voice was in Overdrive. That was nuts. That was so cool, dude. That was so cool.
I appreciate it. I had to bring the heat, you know. It's in theme with the season, and I think it's going to get everybody excited to watch this game and see some real bare bones competition.
Absolutely.
And I mean, leading into this first match, I'll leave it to you two to just get everybody situated and up to speed.
All right, man. I know you'll be on the sidelines throughout the match, but if at any point you want to pop in with some commentary, dude, you are more than welcome to. With that awesome voice of yours, dude. That was so awesome.
It's over here.
Seriously, totally fine, man. If you want to just start saying random crap, we'll just all just stop what we're doing and listen to you, dude.
I'll just start freestyling for no reason.
Oh,
Maybe.
yes.
Who knows?
yes, absolutely. But yeah, building on what you were saying, man, we are here with the season 1 opener, Overdrive Stage 1. LHYNX Division is back, people. This is so cool. We actually have in the season opener tonight, we have a returning club in Team Void and a expansion club in Delamore, or Delamore. I'm gonna have to work on that, but Delamore. Okay, Delamore. I'm sorry. I wanted to be all French, you know, all French, but Delamore, you know. But no, absolutely, guys. This is so much fun. This is so cool. I'm so excited to see what we have coming up here. We know that Club Void, Team Void last season was dominant against Team Red Zone, who at the moment is not fielding a team for Siege right now. They're doing a little bit of a rebuild right now. But Team Void is looking to continue their domination here in LHYNX Division. But Delamore, if they have anything to say about it, they're going to have a few words for sure that are going to oppose that, and they're definitely going to try and play their best in the season opener tonight, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So, Drift, what are you most excited about here for the season opener here?
New blood.
New blood.
Yo, I'm ready to see this season pan out. You know, we are starting with Siege. I will 1,000% admit I hadn't touched Siege in a hot minute when we started doing season 0. I advertently 180'd that and playing quite a bit of Siege now. So I am actually excited to go into this knowing where walls had been moved at this point. So, you know, as far as the players, I'm just excited. I know everybody kind of got a taste of season 0, and you know they got warmed up with that, and that was pretty much everybody's warm up and test for us, test for them. Now it's season 1, so now we get to see everybody come out here, bring their game, and go ahead and full send that in this season.
Absolutely, dude. I totally agree. I am so excited. And now, with the addition of prize pools, it just makes the competition even that much more entertaining. And those are still in the works right now. But Rainbow Six Siege, the platform tonight that we're going to be playing on, is one of those games that is qualified for prize pool money. So it would be very fun to watch those competitions when they come around. But just even before all of that happens, we have more games, we have more teams. It's growing, it's diverse, and it's going to be just that much more entertaining, especially than last season. Last season, like what you said, it was a good warm up. I like that word to describe season 0. But here in season 1, I mean, everything's official. We got brand new features here on Twitch, and all the emoticons, and the stream is revamped, and the social media is revamped, and the Discord just keeps growing, and it's just been awesome to watch. It's been awesome to see, and I think that's what's going to make this game tonight that much more exciting and more entertaining. So. I'm ready to get this thing started. Drift, what about you?
A little bit of a breather here, real quick. It's got to. We we are gaming and about ready to go.
We well, as is the case with starting up new seasons and new games and everything with all the new fancy gizmos and whatnot. Sometimes you'll run into some things that maybe you didn't expect. So we're having
Technical difficulties.
technical difficulties, not quite, but whatever you want to call them, little glitches, I guess maybe is something that we could use. But I don't know. I mean, you just have to deal with those and just run with the hits sometimes, and work with it. But again, I'm curious to see specifically tonight about how Club Void and Team Void is going to play against this expansion team. We have a returning team, which pretty much the same roster, maybe a little differences throughout the season, but we know we have a lot of returning players, and one of the star players who I can see is in the chat. Trixu may go by Twixu on on the stream here, but he was a tremendous competitor last season for Team Void, and it's going to be interesting to see how he plays against the expansion club of Delamore. And it's going to be interesting to see who emerges from Delamore as one of the prime contenders here in the league. And this is just an excellent opportunity for Team Void to make their statement and for Delamore to make their opposing statement as well. And I think that I've heard around the community that these particular organizations and these clubs are a little bit of rivals to one another. So I think that's going to make this game tonight that much more entertaining, and it's going to be super exciting. And like what everybody's going on in the chat, it's going to be hype. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. It's going to be tremendous. All the synonyms you can think of.
I think we're pretty much ready to go, though. We talking about it, but I think we're ready to send it.
I'm totally with it, dude. Let's do it. Let's send it. We got the clubs together. We got the players loaded in. We got the maps ready. And all the ops are going to be ready. Even the ones that aren't banned yet are ready. But we'll see if they get any action tonight. We'll see what goes on and what happens. We're still working out some of the kinks here going on, but no worries with
Serious
any of
question.
that. But
You didn't mention ops.
yeah,
Is Ulsa going to be in this, or is Ulsa banned for this season because they're new? Ulsa is banned. Okay, I got
yeah,
confirmation in my ear that Ulsa is banned. All right, bet.
that's what I was thinking.
I figured the new ops are usually not in competitive play, so I had to
Yeah,
to
yeah.
confirm.
Fair
Man, this-
question. Fair question. Absolutely. Yeah, no, I think that player is going to be off the board, but we'll see a few other operators as well. And we're going to see the different strategies that these teams are going to have to be put in place for
Yep.
the upcoming match. And we'll see the different strategies on defending, attacking. Everybody who knows how Rainbow Six Siege works. We're going to see all kinds of stuff going on here, and how that goes against one another and with one another is going to be really fun to watch and really entertaining for sure. About for this particular match.
Yeah, coming into this match, actually, I'm going to ask a really silly question. What map are we on again?
I think we're starting out on Oregon, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure Oregon is going to be the opening match. I mean, we'll find out here very shortly about the with the rosters and with the maps, and we'll find out the map bans and who selects what and who is attacking, who's defending, all that stuff.
Definitely
very
coming in
shortly.
this time. I definitely know that I'm excited to see how a lot of the utility comes down in these matches. It's really well versed. If we are talking about Oregon, I never realized how much they changed construction, and that could be a really strong push for basements sometimes, and it's great. So it really comes down to the op picks to see what kind of game we're gonna get. When we're coming through here, I hope to see Thatcher played somewhere, but I highly doubt it. That man is
No,
perma banned.
pretty much. It's so funny because when they did the rework on Thatcher, they kind of did the rework. UB had done the rework, thinking that more players were going to be able to use Thatcher without the fear of people on defense countering that, and or just the strength of Thatcher as well, because his operator ability obviously is very strong. And now I don't feel like that I don't feel like that rework really did much to that, considering that Thatcher is still one of the most banned operators across all platforms.
Yeah. You look at it from another standpoint, Maverick. Ayo, so hey you. Anyway, like I was saying, Maverick kind of comes in strong there.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And the Twitch drone, rework has also been really interesting to watch as well. Now that it's way more useful in the sense that you can jump now just like any other normal drone. And then they also changed the zaps on all of there as well, where you get more of those. So yeah, no, it's definitely going to be very entertaining to watch, and particularly interesting to see how these clubs are going to go about with the reworks of the
All right.
operators and how they're going
Hold
to use
on
them to their
one moment,
advantage.
Zammer. do we got it? Wait. Hey, I
We
was
got it,
just
we got
saying
it.
TDD.
Okay,
Alright.
man.
Yeah, still difficulty shot.
Is the echo still around? I see some people are talking about echoes. We're trying to get
Yeah,
rid of the echo.
I mean, he gets 2 drones. Oh wait, not that. Oh, never mind.
Some people are saying we're good now. Oh, well, I see. And a little bit of some technical difficulties, as we were saying earlier. That's exactly what they are. Well, I will say that as we're still trying to figure the situation out with the technology, because everybody knows how difficult technology can be sometimes. I will say that the how the Twitch here has been reworked is so cool.
Yes.
This is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. It looks hell of a lot better than last season. Props to Mahidrian on this, because obviously he was developing these and making these, and this just looks tremendous. I love the dynamic background on this, and we can see what's coming up next, and then the next 2 scheduled matches after that. I mean, everybody can take a look to see what's coming next. We actually have 2 new games that are going to be up next after Rainbow Six Siege. Potentially 3 new games, but at least for what we can see now on this screen, we can see that we're going to have a Rocket League match on October 6th at 11 p.m. Eastern, and then we're going to have a League of Legends match on October 7th at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern.
Rocket cars, let's go.
I can, I feel comfortable, at least from a commentating standpoint and from being able to do play-by-play. I feel like I can do Rocket League pretty decent, but I don't know a single thing about League of Legends. So I know I will not be I will not be a part of the League of Legends stuff. But again, to the point of having new matches and new teams, and we can also see some new teams as well. We actually have all of the new expansion teams that are coming up as well. We have Delamore is obviously tonight, but then we have, I believe that's Helios up against Misfits in the Rocket League match. And then we have Void against Prevail Gaming in the League of Legends match. So it's going to be really fun to watch all of these new expansion teams and their rosters come in to these new games. It's just going to be, again, just upping the entertainment level on all this stuff, and it's going to be so fun to watch. And we really hope that a lot of people decide to join in and tune into those matches, because it's going to be very fun and very exciting to watch.
Woo!
So, am I right about that? About the Helios and
Yes,
Misfits?
that is
And that,
Helios and Misfits,
okay,
and that is the Prevail Gaming Spartan right there. So
got
yeah,
it.
it's gonna be an
Okay.
exciting match. I am excited for Rocket Cars because just like you know, it's just soccer with cars and drift ACR and wait, what? Oh, wait.
Oh man.
Car goes. I think we are ready to roll it, bro.
Hey man, I'm ready just as everybody else is. Just whenever the stream or the yeah. Oh, we are.
Perfect.
We're back. Hey, we're back. We went in, no pun intended, to Void Club, but we went into the Void.
Oh my god, the voices in my head are screaming. I love this for us.
Oh man.
Yo, technical difficulty shot. Hello, let's go. Cheers.
Can we get a we hate Streamlabs in the chat?
Let's not. Let's get a.
Also, we didn't really mention this, but Kvechi gifted another bunch of subs to everybody in the stream. So
Kvetchy coming
yeah,
out. We had a
need to throw
subscriber
that out
early
there.
on before we went live. Let me pop back up there and look at that one. Oh god, chat's long. We do be
We
chatting.
got a very active group, people. Very active group. Everybody likes to communicate. We love to communicate. That's just how humans are naturally, you know.
All right, perfect. We have siege sound. So first off with the Thatcher and the what? Wait, what? Wait, I just processed who got banned. Who the hell are they gonna get in with now? What?
Maverick got banned. I think we're gonna have to see a lot of Twitch or Cali for this upcoming match. If
I
advantage man wise. They got the man advantage at one point there in the game. It was very close, but it looks like Delamore is not going to have enough to be able to take it to Void in the first round.
Yeah,
So that first round is going to go to Void.
That was definitely a last minute plant there, and that if it could have been stuck, that could have been a good one off situation. So we definitely have a close game coming in here. We had a few trades right off the bat. Great to see. You know, you were picking off the roamers. I don't know if Jackal ever actually scanned, but it was definitely making the movement happen. So it's
Absolutely.
so it was great to watch.
Absolutely, and we saw Twixu with the first kill of the match. No surprise, Twixu getting on the board early in this match, really trying to assert his kind of dominance towards Delamore here in the first game. But Delamore not having any of it as they were able to get some trades off, and pretty close match man wise there. It got very close down to just a 2v1 situation where that plant was probably just about halfway completed before we saw Void eventually take that round. So,
Hey, we got some gifts.
whoa.
Shout out to Skelly66 for gifting here with some. So a lot of homies there in chat. Thank you very much. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and take a little bit of a breather here between rounds as we are dealing with a little bit of technical stuff, which is quite all right. You know, it's the season opener. Let's get everything ironed out. That's just how it be. Yo, technical shot, everybody.
Hey, at least we got one round in.
Oh, so what do you think is going to be the play here? So they won that. What do you think the next bomb site's going to be here, Zammer? You usually have the better picks on these situations.
Well, I wasn't surprised to see that particular site on the second floor go first. That's usually a very common thing. It's either that one or the one on the very bottom. Again, I'm blanking on the names of these actual sites. We'll see them as the screen comes back on shortly, and we'll be able to tell where everyone's going and who everyone is deciding to use.
Well, I mean,
But
I'd consider it as basement. If we go there, it'd be considered
yeah, I
basement.
would think it would be basement, but as I'm currently seeing right now, it is paused. The timer right now is paused, and I'm able to see what's going on. It looks like
Kitchen dining.
kitchen dining hall is going to be the go-to for the second round for Team Void. And again, this is a little unusual. Not usually the typical plays that you would see with this, but Hold on, we're running the ads right now, though. An ad is running right now. All right, now an ad is not running.
Hello.
Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope we have everything straightened out to this point. So once we get back in here, we had a one-on-one round. We having a little bit of sound issues, but hey, in the silence, we had Delamore come back and take that round from Void. So we are definitely gaming here in season 1. I am more excited to actually be able to commentate too what's going on this time around.
That would have actually been a pretty awesome round to call. So
Yes.
it is kind of sad that we didn't get to call that. But again, we're just gonna do the shout outs for at least what happened. So I guess Kilo was in there with a 4K, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And we came down to the 2v1 there, where Delamore was actually able to get the plant off. So,
Yeah, just gotta call that technical difficulty shot, but we up in gaming now.
There we go. Here we go.
So
Let's
we're gonna go
do
ahead
it.
and roll back to that same objective, see if maybe they can kind of trick them into having the same push, kind of, running the same objective back is not always a bad play because now you know how they're gonna push that objective and maybe counter it. And you always get that team that thinks, all right, we can just do what we did last time, and it may not be the case with the defending team.
10 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Definitely agree. We're here in round number 3. It's a 1-1 game right now, something that Team Void was actually not very used to last season. But now they have to deal with it against Delamore. So the round has started. Reinforcement phase is now done, and we're going to see how Team Void can respond after that big loss that previous round, where it came down to Twixu having to try to clutch up, but just wasn't enough as Breaker and Kilo just popped off that round, and they were able to get that round and secure it for Delamore, and we're in a 1-1 game.
Yeah, perfect. And we're actually
240
seeing
remaining.
Breaker switch off of Jackal here for that Dokkaebi. Definitely playing those
Attackers have located a
distraction
bomb.
ops, as I can almost categorize them.
I would definitely agree with that. I mean, that's actually an interesting play to see. That they just keep kind of going back and forth between the Jackal and the Dokkaebi. I mean, it's just kind of just one of those annoying operators that you have to deal with, and that definitely can be enough to throw defending teams off, especially if you're trying to.
We got an action right here on this castle barricade.
We got to watch out for that because you know that Mira's got that nitro cell, and you can see there's 4 nitro cells in the lineup right now for the defending team of Void, but Grasso is going to take out Nova, and we're in a 4v5 situation with under 2 minutes remaining, something that, again, Void's having to deal with some new stuff this season, this match. Having a little bit of lag at the moment.
Strong push.
A little bit of a lag spike, I think, what's happening right now. Woohoo! All right, just over a minute and a half. Just over a minute and a half, I think. Now under a minute and a half. We see it's still a 4v5 situation. Grasso down low on health, though. Even though they were able to take out Nova on Void. Still approaching 1 minute remaining here. Still a 4v5 situation, as we can see Delamore is trying to figure out the best ways to get into the objectives right now. Some gunfights still going on. And then Ying obviously has been the play here as Hyper Toad from Delamore going Ying, trying to throw off some of the defenders. Trying to blind them, be able to get in.
Yeah,
And then Mitch. Wow.
Those castle barricades definitely slowed down the attack this time. They've had to melee and breach charge and get through there. Clee's coming in with who's that? Oof! That was Grasso.
Clee against Grasso. Grasso now off the board, but Ying pushing on in.
Ooh, with the hit on the Malusi. Answer breaking. That's an open angle. Oh! Right in the head. Ah!
They stared at each other for like half a second.
Yeah, that was definitely like, what was going on? Oh, but we had the diffuser down.
Diffuser is down. It looks like Joestar was able to infiltrate one of the back of the objectives there. We can see Breaker and Joestar are trying to get into Breaker. Joestar just going at it right now. And look at this, just able to defend the diffuser perfectly, but Chan is going to take out one of the players of Joestar, and that is going to do it.
So they were able to get that round again. So that objective is just not working for Void in this situation.
Unbelievable.
So we are
Wow.
gonna have to put a little bit of pause on here. It just season 1 opener. We out here. We game it. We try and get this
We'll
going.
figure this
So
out
yeah,
at some point.
they're coming in strong there, Zammer. Taking that third round here at Oregon. Do you think we're gonna see a switch up on the defensive side from Team Void here?
You know, it would definitely make a lot of sense, and we can definitely see that Team Void is going to decide to switch some things up because after going on that first floor objective, it just was not working out as 2 of those rounds went to Delamore. And that's not very surprising. Typically, again, you would see that those areas, those locations on Oregon would typically be played towards the end of the defense phases. So it's just kind of interesting to see that Void tried to just up the ante a little bit there and really just try to,
Defenders,
I think,
protect your
maybe
bombs
get
from
an
being
edge
defused
because
by
they knew that
attackers.
they were able to potentially lock down some of the other objectives a little bit better than those ones. But
That is very
maybe
true. That is very
maybe a little bit too confident with that is maybe what we saw the last 2 rounds, especially considering that they decided to go back to that location. Maybe they just didn't perfect the execution really the right way, and that's maybe why they lost those 2 rounds. Not really sure, but definitely makes the most sense to switch up the actual location, and that's exactly what they are deciding on doing as they're going down to the basement level, and definitely going to prepare for the setup down here. So, what are your thoughts? What are you expecting here? What is going to be the move if you're Delamore with this objective?
So it may be to get the rough objectives out of the way first. I do see, instead of fully reinforcing that wall in that hallway, they're going to elect to leave it open as a rotate and actually push down and out a little bit to make sure they can't aggressively push construction there. So that's going to be a play and a half. That could be a make or break because now that's a soft wall that you're giving the attackers if you are unable to hold it. If you have to fall back from that position, that's one less utility they have to waste on the attacking side to get down in there. We'll have to see if here Void can be aggressive enough to keep the attacking team out of that hallway, even if they push from construction.
Absolutely, and still a pretty common sight to see with the operator choices. We can see that Mira has been picked a lot for Team Void. They really like to go Mira, and they really like to be able to have that one-way sight. But as we've seen with the Mira rework, that the window can now be shattered, which basically ruins that ability to be seen through, be able to see through that window. And that's been happening quite a bit in the last couple of rounds. But again, Team Void pretty confident with Mira. They like to roll Mira. And again, Mira is a pretty common operator to be seen down in the basement levels. Maybe even just as much so, even more so, as on the first floor. But we can see that Delamore is trying to figure out the best way to infiltrate these sites right now. We can see Twixu actually just kind of hanging out in the back.
Oh!
Through the wall.
Wall bang!
Picked
Let's
off
go!
through the wall. Kilo is just dominating this match, as that is his 5th kill of the match. He's tied with Breakers for the most kills right now on Delamore.
That Twitch was able to take out that Kaid that was on that trap door to allow that Habana to get that hole open. That Twitch is doing work.
Excellent team coordination, absolutely.
Gotta love the Twitch drone.
The drone actually does still do damage, right? Yeah.
A little bit. I think it's 5.
A little bit. Oh wow, okay.
If I had to guess.
All right. I remember it used to be like 10 way back in the day or something like that. It was a ridiculous amount, but you can see there is a push being made right now by Delamore at the bottom of those steps with that Mira coming in handy. Very nice. We got to watch out for those cracks, though. Klee is going to get a trade there. Kilo is now off the board. 4v4 situation as he's getting just mowed down from all different directions. And Chan and Nova are going to be able to take out some more players on Delamore, and now it's starting to look a little bit better for Team Void as we're in a 4v2 situation. With 25 seconds remaining, we're going to have to see a push here coming up very soon. We can see the closets being held down by Chan. Excellent Mira placement. Again, very common to see as we see birds flying around, which is pretty weird. But, you know, that's not down in the basement. That's outside. But another push there, and Chan is going to be able to take out Joe's. Oh, you got that. Really sucks if you're Delamore. He's able to pick up the diffuser. Breaker's right next to it. He's really got to try and take out Chan there, but it's not going to be enough. His time is going to run out, and Team Void is going to even up the rounds here. It is a 2v2 right now with the rounds. Excellent plays by Team Void at that location.
I'm excited. We're gaming, we're trading rounds, and this is how you do Siege. You see what works, you see what doesn't, and you kind of work it around. So that was a good example. Maybe Void was just trying to get those the hardier holds out of the way. They knew they could take the basement hold, so they went ahead and sent it. And now we're actually back up to kids in dorm again.
We could definitely see the strategies that are getting put in place, especially by Void. And I will say that Delamore has been very methodical in their approach to attacking each round. The team coordination has been very good, especially with, the hard breachers and the people to be able to get the stuff on the walls and everything and on the hatches. So it's been very coordinated from Delamore. So I think if you're Delamore right now out of the first 4 rounds that we've watched, it's definitely a lot of things to be happy about. But this is when it kind of gets a little bit challenging when you're going up against Void, going to these locations that Void has their strategies put in place where they are very familiar on how to play on particular locations with this map. And this is definitely, we're back to one of these locations here on the second floor. And you gotta think that Delamore has got to have some kind of plan. They know that, and they got to have some kind of plan for being able to infiltrate the second floor a lot better than they did the first round.
Oh, you did most definitely. You actually see there's a very large op switch up on the attacking side here. We have BB, we have Capitao, we have Ying, we have Flores all coming out on this round. The Havana's probably the only ops that's still from the original team. I mean, I think we had a Ying a couple times, but definitely a switch up here. And we got an Oryx, so I don't know if we were playing him for just movement speed there or for shield against shield play.
Well, you got to think about it from a roaming standpoint, which is exactly what Nova is doing. He's back over on one of the opposite sides of the maps, trying to hold down that specific area over on that side, because some people like to push from the steps. As we can see, we already have a kill. Grasso is now off the board, and we're in a 5v4 situation here with almost 2 minutes remaining. Delamore losing a player early, not ideal, obviously. He's trying to fight through a little bit of lag. Starting to see some more gunfights, trying to shoot through the wall. Nobody's going to get done there as Hypertoad trying to get a wall bang, as Twixu was wall banged pretty recently by Kilo. But we can see that the 4 players remaining for Delamore are still up. Klee take a little bit of health, though. Maybe going to try and swing around and try and find a Thunderbird over there. Try and find Thunderbird's ability to get healed up a little bit. We'll see what happens. Just under 1:40 remaining. 2v2 right now. As far as the score is concerned, 2-2. 5v4 man right now. Void and Delamore.
He was able to find a Thunderbird.
Yeah, he did get healed up a little bit, so that's good if you're Klee. Not so good if you're Delamore. 5v4 approaching 1 minute, so we got to see a push coming pretty soon.
Yeah, definitely a good coordinated push. It's going to be the aggression. You have them just on the other side of the wall there. It's just very close. I mean, it's on the outside. It's just kind of getting that control and getting those angles. I don't know if Delamore sure knows what angle they really want to push here. There is a lot of droning, making sure that bedroom is clear as we get a frag by Kilo.
There we go. Kilo taking out Twixu. Twixu is now 2-5-3. Twixu has died every round, something that is we did not see a lot of in the previous season, but Nova is going to be able to take out Breaker. And then there's going to be another trade. Kilo on Klee, and we are now a 3v3 situation, 35 seconds remaining. Excellent trades back and forth, but ultimately we got to figure out a way to get into the actual objective. As, again, those mirror placements coming in handy. Mira is going to shoot down that Mira. And they got to be careful with that. Excellent plays there by Chan. He's going to take out both
2 for 1 with 1 shell.
and Kilo, and that's it. Nova with the roam around, and he is going to be able to take out the last remaining player there.
Yo, that Capitao turned into a top, my friend.
Where
did that come from?
He probably did 367, 20, something like that. Just give him a skateboard, man, and he'll be just as good as Tony Hawk. That was excellent defense there by Team Void, as we saw again with the site location. They're just dominant with these sites that they're very confident about, but we can see that the first floor is going to be the go-to again. Kitchen dining hall, they're going to try it. This could be good if you're Delamore, and you can see that these decisions here for who is going what on Delamore. We can see the Twitch, the Cali, that's going to be excellent for being able to get those walls. as we can see that the Kaid is now going to be the selection for Klee instead of Bandit. So, and again, Mira, again, Chan with the Mira selection, something that has been all too common this match. But right now, Void coming back after falling down 2-1 early in this match has come back. It is 3-2. Round number 6. This is the last defending part for Void, and then Delamore is going to be defending next after this round. So we'll see what happens. Delamore actually chose apparently to attack first, which is something that is not too common but understandable if you're Delamore going up against Void. Just kind of want to get the attacking phases out of the way. Yeah, and attacking on Oregon isn't all too bad. I would say some other maps starting out on attacking can be just as challenging, really. We can see that the match is getting ready to start as Void continues to reinforce and set up their objective in their area. And
definitely hanging around that window. Did we see that castle play again? That's going to slow down the attacking team substantially. They were having to melee a lot of those windows out of the way instead of breaches. So that's imperative, but it depends on the utility. If you melee an outer window, I saw breach charge used later on, and that was imperative. But we do have the Kali, so Kali can one-tap castles, I believe. Correct?
I think she can destroy the castles with her ability. She can shoot out the. Not with the actual bullets, obviously, because it's. I'm pretty sure that pretty sure it's still bulletproof. Obviously,
that was a shot thrown to the face.
Ooh, man.
We just got shot. We just got flashed by a shock drone. I didn't know that was its new ability. That was very, very abrupt and right.
I feel like Twitch was just trying to figure out a way to get around Nova, and Nova just wasn't having any of it. So we can see some good plays there from Delamore, trying to be able to take out these walls. As we can see, it's being shot through Mira in that little room, trying to just hold down that side of the map. So we can see the push from Delamore is becoming more and more evident. You can kind of see the direction in which they're going, and he's just blowing holes in these walls.
Swiss cheese.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what? That's excellent play if you're trying to open that up a little bit more to be able to see some of the defenders a little bit better. But you got to imagine that for one of those bomb sites, it looks like for the A bomb site, you're going to want to try to open up that wall on the west side, and we'll see what's done here within the next couple of seconds, as we can see some things start to change.
There goes that Mira.
Chan is off the board.
I just do want to point out that poor Grasso was meleeing that Mira to the point where Habana had to come over and breach it, as Tequila actually gets dropped here.
4v4 right now, 4v3. Grasso is now off the board as Nova is going to take him out. Seen a little bit more birds fly around. We're just approaching 50 seconds remaining, and then Delamore has got to figure out a way to go about this. And still 4v3 situation. We have the LHYNX coming in. Hypertoad trying to blind some of the other players. And excellent plays there by Twixu, as we can see, starting to start the roam around. He's got the diffuser on him.
That is definitely big plays. That is definitely, or down to just defuse.
Yep, Joestar is down. His teammate is down, and that is going to do it. Nova, having downed Breaker, is going to finish off Delamore, and that is the last defending round for Void, going to Void. 4-2 right now. Again, it was a 2-1 situation. Delamore was in the lead, but Void coming back and finally winning a round on that first floor objective, something that they weren't able to do several rounds ago. So now we're going to switch the orientations here, and it looks like that Team Void is going to be attacking now, and Delamore is going to be defending for the next little bit. As it stands right now, Void only has to win 3 more rounds to win this match. Delamore has got to win at least 5 more, hoping that Void does not hit the 7 in that time to beat Void here in the first match. What were you going to say, Drift?
Yeah, no, definitely defending. In my recent defending can sometimes be easier. It really is map based, but we got a lot of information and delay here on the lineup for Delamore. Defending, we've got Valk cams. We'll have to see where Grasso gets tricky with those and sneaks them, and we have a smoke to try to help slow that push down. Not really any shield ops on the attacking team, so that's not really the focus for that. We'll see where they go ahead and place with these the mirror placements and whatnot with the lower construction. Jaeger, we're good utility. They're going to opt to also leave that wall soft as well. So we'll see how that plays out.
10 seconds.
That's
left.
not always a very bad play, just being able to play from all the way back there, because a lot of people will try to do that push from construction once they know that they're down in that particular area. A lot of people will try and push from construction and just kind of try and take people off, and then that's when the mirror comes in handy, and then that's when just playing that 90-degree angle over there on the southeast side of the objective really comes in handy as well. We can see the selection there for the operators as well. Twixu, as we're looking at some of the star players, Twixu going with Ace, and we can see Kilo going with Jaeger. So Ace got to be able to watch out for those Jaegers, make sure they don't get the Ace charges don't get shot out by the Jaegers, as I think they're going to try to open up some of those walls. That's definitely their goal. But Chan, you can also see Chan and Nova have been excellent for Void when it comes to fragging, and I think these operator selections have been excellent. They're going to open up that hatch. And then you can also see the selection for Delamore as well coming in handy with that Mira. That smoke is definitely going to help as well, trying to slow down the attack of Team Void. So approaching 2 minutes remaining here. Still a 5v5. Nobody off the board yet. Everybody taking their sweet time. Some gunfights starting to go out. But nobody is going to die from that. We can see a cheeky angle here from Chan. As he was looking through the floor, blowing that out. Nobody's going to be peeking those stairs just yet, though. I think maybe you're going to try and find out different ways to approach this particular objective. We can see that Mitch is pushing from that side, and Twixu is going to be able to take out Joestar, and that is the Mira that is off the board. 5v4 right now. Twixu being very methodical in his approach, going to throw out some of those aces, be able to open up some of the walls, and Mitch just rushing on in with the Ying, and Twixu and Mitch are just taking out Delamore. It's a 5v2 situation right now, but Grasso is going to get a nice trade, but Kilo is going to go down to Mitch. Twixu is now off, but not going to be enough, and Nova is going to run on in, jump through that hatch, and take out the rest of Delamore, and that is another round going to Team Void. 5-2 right now in their first attacking round. Void looking very dominant here, as per usual, against Delamore. Thoughts on what we just saw?
Yeah, so that was where I was talking about with leaving that soft for the attacking team. When you have that Ying come in, you're blind. You can't kind of hold that off really at all. And with the other approaches, we saw the thermite up front, a little bit of early toxic bag from defense trying to hold them off earlier. So we'll go ahead and roll it back, and it looks like we're going to go right back downstairs.
All right. If it ain't, well, I can't say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It is broke, but they're going to try to fix it. So hey, that's fine. Props to them. That's okay. But you got to say though, when you're blowing out those soft walls to try and hold down those angles, especially on construction, hold down those hallways, it's kind of a make or break. You can really slow down the attacking if it's done correctly, but unfortunately, if somebody's just yings on in and you're blinded and then you die, then that's basically a free entryway into the objective. Yeah, yeeting the yings, right? It should be I was trying to come up with another clever name. I didn't even.
Ying.
I don't know. Yeet.
Ying
That's what
Ying.
it should be.
Yep.
Ying yeet.
Oh my god.
Oh,
So yeah,
man.
we're seeing a good setup this time around. We got our Rooney kind of slowing down those doorways. That's definitely a good way to slow down the utility. To get them to throw grenades, even sometimes I've seen drones thrown into Roonies, anything to get through them without taking damage.
We can see that they opted not to go with the Mira in this instant as well, this round, but you can see they're still trying to hold down from the hallway area. We can see that Ace and Ying are back over in construction site, be trying to make their push again from there, and it's interesting to see. Maybe we'll see some type of rush. Maybe, I don't know. They may want to be a little bit more methodical, as we have some players hiding behind the shield, just holding those angles back there. But you got to watch out for Twixu. You got to watch out for Twixu. He will definitely try and beat you there in the
take some damage
in the 1v1. But absolutely, Twixu actually getting the damage in that, as you said, and we're approaching 2 minutes, still 5v5, taking their sweet time, and Kilo out of nowhere, taking out Klee and Nova, and it's a 3v5 situation, Void against Delamore. Excellent plays by Kilo. That was his 10th frag, 9th and 10th frag in succession. Excellent plays by Kilo on the roaming game. 3v5 at 144 remaining. Twixu already down less than half health right now, and they're starting to throw out those yings, and they're still over in that area. Mitch and Twixu still over in that area, still trying to figure out the best way to do it. And Kilo
with
is
another
gonna
frag.
another trade.
And there's that LMG. And, oh, we got trades, but that hole is open. And
there it is. Breaker gonna take out the last remaining player in Twixu on Team Void, and Delamore says, "I don't think so." We are in a 5v3 right now as far as the score is concerned. Going into round number 9. Excellent defense there. Definitely a much different style of defending, similar but yet different. A little bit more stronger on the roam game. If you're Delamore, absolutely.
That roam game definitely paid off in their favor. They were able to kind of throw down their utility and then kind of get away from objective. I really don't think Void was expecting that. And with the hallway hold, I believe the smoke had a shotgun the first time, but then again they switched it off and they had a Maestro as an LMG. So I mean that's a hallway of bullets and a fish in a barrel that you won't want to run down.
It kind of looked like a little bit of a sacrifice if you're Void. I feel like Twixu just made Mitch run on in there, die to Maestro, and then get the trade on it, you know? But he just kind of threw his teammate in there like, all right, you go first. And then we saw how that ended up, but Twixu was left in a 1v4 situation that unfortunately was not able to clutch up. So excellent plays by Delamore. Great battle back, and we can still see that there still is fight, obviously. Definitely a lot of fight left in Delamore. They are trying to make their statement here in the season opener against Team Void. Round number 9.
1 second left.
One more comment on that push is they made me think back. I actually recently, as Ace did that to a teammate, I was like, protect your hard breach, run in for me. I'm more important than that poor Rooney got blasted. So you know what? Sometimes it's based on ops and utility. You know, if you can sacrifice another teammate, hey, if they can get the frag, if not, then you got to save the hard breaches.
Absolutely, dude. And you know what? I think if you're Delamore, if we're looking at the statistics right now as the round has just started, if we're looking at the statistics of the players from an individual standpoint, if you're Delamore, you got to be happy with the way that you guys are able to use the utilities and be able to coordinate as a team. Unfortunately, though, we can see that there is quite a bit of a drastic change in frags and deaths when it comes to the individual players on Delamore. Seems to be a little bit more of a carry if you're Breaker and Kilo as opposed to some of the other teammates. So I think if you're Delamore, the conversation is maybe hang back a little bit more, try and focus a little bit more on those 1v1s and in your gunfights, be able to try and win those gunfights, which has been very challenging throughout the match so far. Again, if you're Void, though, you're really happy. You're in the lead right now, and you're happy with the utility coordination. But again, you can see that it's really coming in handy from a balancing standpoint from all of these players. You can see that the frags and the deaths are all very similar to one another, which is something that you can definitely be proud about. You can see Chan getting on the board, taking out Breaker here relatively early in the match. We still have 1:37 remaining. Ying's going to throw on in some Yings. Mitch going Ying again, and oh my goodness. That's what's gonna happen when you're blinded. You can't really see anything.
So they did not elect to reinforce that upper hallway. That was soft, and that's how you got Mitch and Twixu now in control there.
Very interesting idea there with the with the strat. Yeah, Attic was soft. You can see they're really trying to bust up on in there. We're starting to see some more gunfights, and Twixu is going to be able to take out Joestar. Still in a 4v1 situation now as Twixu is going to take out another player of Delamore, and Twixu is going to start the plant, and Kilo is left to try and clutch this 1v4, and it's not going to be enough. Chan is going to get the kill on Kilo, and that round is going to go to Team Void, and we are now at match point here. Team Void has a chance to win it here on attack against Delamore. Yeah, I think some things to work on there for Delamore, and I think it starts with reinforcing Attic.
Yeah, that was definitely a missed opportunity and a kind of an entry. Did we have an entry denial? I kind of missed that. Was there an entry denial op in that last op?
Oh, I can't.
That's definitely a big miss out from that non-entry denial, missing Attic. That was definitely the play for them to just kind of walk down Main Street right there and get right up top with everybody.
Yeah, I know. I've got to be a little bit more particular, I guess, on the operator selection and really on the strats on what's being reinforced. and what isn't. We can see that kitchen dining hall is going to be the selection for Team Delamore.
Defenders, protect
So
your bombs.
There's actually a
By
really
attackers.
sweet angle on this one. As far as the site, it is kind of open. There's a lot of angles to get in there. But right about where Breaker is, I've noticed that there's a really nice line of sight that goes over those boxes, through the doorway, right to where they would take cover. I've actually popped a headshot all the way from that angle.
have you been watching Jaeger himself?
Attackers
down my
have
plus
discovered
one.
the location of a bomb.
Actually, I learned that one on my own, but yes, I watched it.
Wow. Okay. All right. All right. No,
I was
it's
like,
so funny.
wait a minute.
Jaeger himself, and there's another Rainbow Six YouTube channel. They post a lot of clips pretty frequently, and they like to post some of those little quips, little unknown
Game knowledge.
things.
Any
Game
game
knowledge,
knowledge
yeah.
I can get into it. Do you understand what we got going on here? But yeah, that's why we picked up the game a little bit. So we are into the next round here, and we'll have to see how they can hold up on this kitchen hold and see where they're kind of positioning themselves. We do see they are in the bathroom there.
This was a location that Team Void had a little bit of a challenge figuring out the best way to go about holding down this particular location. So it's going to be interesting to see how Delamore goes about their defending of this particular location. And Void is taking a little bit more methodical approach to it, as we can still see they're trying to figure out the best ways to get into the actual map, get into the actual building itself. Starting to see a little bit of a lag going on, having to fight that a little bit, but now we're back to it. Twixu going to try to open up the wall. No wall denial there either. So no, obviously mute is banned, but no Kaid or no bandit on that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're very imperative ops, and that kind of leaves them if they've got control of open area here. If they can get that wall open, that leaves the kitchen angles wide open, and you don't have that strong 90-degree hold to prevent the hallway. Yeah, that hole's
Absolutely.
open. Oh, there's toes.
oh, you got to watch out for the
Those
drone
toes!
holes. Oh man. Flashbangs are going to go out, but you got to watch out for those drone holes, obviously, as we saw somebody trying to get a little bit cheeky with those angles. But we're in a 4v4 situation as Breaker and Mitch are off the board. Approaching a minute and a half, and Twixu going to be able to take out Hypertoad 4v3 right now. Team Void looking pretty good right now,
Yeah, they were able to
approaching
flush
a
them
minute.
out. Yeah, that was a
Mhm.
flush out by that buck and then forced them down hallway, and Twixie was able to pick that frag up once they made it down, and now they've got the control here. They may be able to get into the... What are they doing here? What is that?
Whoa. Excellent plays. We can see Twixu running on in, and now it's up to Grasso to try and clutch it. Oh my goodness, dude!
He ran out of bullets to
ammo!
Vector!
Oh,
No,
man.
that thing burns through butter, bro!
Ooh,
Oh,
it was
he had
looking... It was looking clutchable, but unfortunately, it just wasn't going to be enough. It all came down to that last magazine. And that is going to do it for the first round here. Team Void is going to take the win over Delamore 7-3. Excellent competition. Great competitive atmosphere we have here in the first match of the season opener, Season 1 Overdrive here on LHYNX Division. Excellent plays. We can see the stats from player to player and team to team. It's been very entertaining so far. I think a lot of people in the chat would definitely agree with that as well. But we are now going to take a quick intermission here in between matches. Up next, it's still going to be Void and Delamore, but it's going to be a little bit flip-flopped on who's doing what and when. Real quick, what do you want to say final thought-wise on that match, Drift? What do you got?
It was definitely strong starting off. I feel like there was a little bit of discovering the other team kind of happening there early on. That may be why we saw a little bit of a trade on and off. But once they got that traction, they really will kind of walk away from it, kind of learn how the team comp at Delamore was working as far as the Void side was going. And we still, even the later rounds, we saw the frags, we saw the adaptation. And that's just what I was saying a little bit in Season 0 is these teams are going to learn each other. And as the season goes on, and now that we have more teams in the pool, each team's going to kind of study and learn how each team plays. So as we get along in the season, we're definitely going to see the competitiveness, but definitely great to see how the teams equally fragged before they were kind of able to learn each other in the beginning. And now it's going to be a game of thought. It's going to be a game of operators, which is what Siege is all about.
Totally. All right. We are going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. The entertainment and the action is going to return very shortly. Thanks again for everybody joining us so far. We'll be right back after this.
you've made yourself. Now you have to live in it. The end is in our sights. The future is already here. No matter how hard we tried, we are doomed. Say your goodbyes. Brace yourself. I can see the end inside. 3, 2, 1. Hardwired. Disconnect.
The summer's calling. The summer's calling. If the kingdom is overthrown, meet me at the cornerstone. I know that I can't be without you. This bond is solid gold. We're a diamond and an emerald. It took me forever to find you. 'Cause when it's all over, the love that you give will be there to guide you in every way. Now we've been through the cold and darkest days. The summer's calling. As we wait for the smoke to clear and we watch our dreams appear, I know that we can rise together. This vision that we share is ours. Together we can touch the stars. I know that we will see December. 'Cause when it's all over, the love that you give will be there to guide you in every way. Now we've been through the cold and darkest days. The summer's calling.
welcome back, everybody. How's it going? We are coming into a map 2 here. We definitely had a showdown there in the first game. Give me just a moment here. I need to collect myself after a great game there. Also
Oh
dealing
man.
with technical difficulties, just iron things out. We get everything set for the season. It's gonna be beautiful, I promise.
Yeah, we're just working out the kinks. That's all it
Yeah.
is. But thank you to everybody so far that has joined in to watch this spectacle. It has been super entertaining. It's been a lot of fun, and it's been a lot of fun to watch everybody's reaction in the chat. And again, I think we got word during the intermission that we reached actually over 100 viewers at one point during the stream, which was tremendous. I think a lot of people's expectations were definitely just kind of like as convention blown out of the water, from that standpoint. So Sam out here trying to make my skeleton leave my body. Sorry. Yeah, no, I was there. I was just, waiting, getting the confirmation. But we are back. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're getting ready to start the next match here. It's going to be the second match. Actually, it's in this first whole match. It'll be the second game. And right now we have Void up 1-0 against Delamore. And you need 2 to win. So Delamore has got to try and battle back here and win it this time. This time it's going to be on Villa. And that is going to be pretty interesting to watch. I think we're going to go ahead and go right on into it. And I think we're ready to get this started, to get the second game underway here on LHYNX Division Season 1 Overdrive Stage 1. This has been a lot of fun to call, very entertaining. I think a lot of people would definitely agree. Delamore putting up more of a fight than I think what was expected against Void, which is definitely something that you want to see, especially if you're running a league. You want to see that competitiveness. You want to see it be a challenge for both teams and not just a runaway, as sometimes that was the case last season in Season 0, but not so much anymore. As we can see, the ban phases now beginning to start. Ayana is now off the board thanks to Team Void. Delamore is going to be banning the attacker. I don't understand the Ayana ban. But again, maybe
So there was I think that's more of a target on the
a target ban. Okay, got it.
Kilo is definitely getting that information on Ayana and then acting upon it. We do see the Ace ban come out. So
now, I think that maybe was more of a Twixu target as well, as we can see Twixu's reaction. Shocked, stunned.
Hey, I like that 3 times or whatever it is. Is it 3 times? I don't even know. I just know it magnifies a lot. I love that sight on there. I like looking down the eye socket of the enemy when I'm using a sight.
In the scheme of things, though, the Ace ban is actually not that bad of a ban, considering that the map that we're playing on Mavilla, and again, Ace is a hard breacher. So just being able to take off those hard breachers, especially Ace, he can be a hard breacher from a distance. So I think in the scheme of things, I think that Ace ban definitely makes a lot of sense, and we can see Mira going off the board. Mira was used a lot last game, and we can see Goyo is now going off. Yeah,
Villa
and
is
it's
definitely
Villa.
Mira heavy.
Absolutely. Very interesting ban phase. As we can see, Ayana and Ace are off for the attackers, and Mira and Goyo are now off for the defenders between the bans of Team Void and Team Delamore. We can see Team Void getting to defend first, as again, the selection last game. Delamore got to choose whether or not they wanted to attack or defend first. They decided to attack first. So this is a very interesting circumstance, because obviously this is the map for Void, and Void is deciding to defend obviously first on this map. So they get 2 games in a row, in which case they're going to be defending.
Oh, we have Thatcher still. Wait a second.
Oh,
wait, pump the brakes.
Realization.
Pump the brake. We have Thatcher in the game, everybody. No, it's a game, ladies and gentlemen. Thatcher's in the game. Let's go! There's going to be so many EMP grenades, they're not going to know what to do with themselves. Yo, and with this upstairs objective, I felt the Mira ban definitely being strong to do here, because now that's going to force that hard reinforce. As you see, they're doing both walls. Traditionally, you do one with a mirror placement, and that denies that first whole room. But now, that gives attackers a little bit of breathing room to come onto that, out of that balcony and actually into the building.
assuming that will be the push that Delamore decides to go with, then it very well may be, as it's a very common push. You may be up on that ledge trying to figure out a way to get into the room and open up those
10
walls. So
seconds
we can
left
see the
before
only
insertion.
hard breacher that we have for Delamore is Habana.
5 seconds to
Joestar
go.
going Habana, so Habana's got to stay on the board if they're hoping to open up those walls, especially
Attacker's objective
Thatcher
is to
having to
defuse the
stay on
bomb.
there as well. And the only person being able to deny those entries on the hard breaches is Klee, as he is going Bandit, and we can assume that he's going to bandit up that 90-degree angle in the room right next to the objective. We can see that Twixu deciding to go with the Valk as well. Valk going to be throwing out those cams, and we can see Nova is
Right above the
actually.
door.
Oh yeah, that's an excellent placement for the Valkyries. We can see Nova probably we can assume that Nova's probably going to be chilling around
Attackers dropped
the
the
first
diffuser.
floor as he's being droned out, and he may actually try to
Attackers
use this as
recovered
a
the bomb
bait.
diffuser.
We'll see what happens. Delamore picking up the diffuser, and they're trying to figure out the best way to get into the map itself, as they're all just kind of hanging outside at the moment. Again, nobody really pushing from that ledge as previously thought at the moment, but we can see that Nova.
peek through that chair, bro.
Oh yeah, this would be very cheeky if Nova can pull it off. He's deciding to switch though. He's going to move it around a little bit. Maybe Delamore is going to decide to go on the ledge and try and make that ledge push. Lion throwing out the Lion. We got Kilo going Lion. So
Pause the game.
an operator we didn't. Mahedrian says yes. Obviously, Mahedrian a huge fan
there
of
we
Lion.
go. Woo!
And we're starting to see the gunfights go
Little
off
bit
here.
danger on the boy Thatcher. Oh,
Very
and there
close.
we go. Breaker got Nova.
off the board. That's the pulse. Now you don't have to worry about that underneath, which will be very nice. We can see the Lions going out, trying to freeze the defenders a little bit. As you said, Drift, pause the game.
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit of pause when that line comes out. Pretty just like it's like what is that old game you used to play? You just have to stop when the music stops.
Bro,
Yeah,
isn't that from that was in that new Squid Game movie that everybody's freaking out about on
I have no
on
clue
Netflix
what
or
that's
the
all
series.
about.
It's a Korean thing. I don't know.
Thatcher's
Yeah.
throwing it out. Here we go. They've got that entire room control. The entire team is about to open up that wall and see if the line is down. Woo! No, they're
Kilo
definitely
gets
trying
taken out.
a
Oh,
little bit
the
of damage back
gunfights.
and forth. Grasso's done his job. Thatcher has thrown his grenades. That is a
Breaker
Legion
taking
into
out
the wall.
Quixu. I think that was definitely an accident. They're just going at it right now here in the hallways.
LMG.
And
Oh, and there's the C4. And
excellent
the bandits are back
C4.
up.
Got to be careful here. Maybe he uses a bait. Nope. Klee's going to go out and finish that kill. Mitch with another C4 kill
Oh,
on
they kind of
Grasso.
flipped it around there. Definitely
Oh, man. Look
switch
right at him.
sides.
2v2.
Ooh, Breaker.
Oh my goodness. Breaker tying it up here right now. 2 to
About
2.
14 seconds. They got to stick this plant. They've got him trapped on
10
the other
seconds
side.
left.
Whoa, we got a cross section. Oh, he got getting hit by the lesions.
5 seconds
The
remaining.
Joe
going
starts down with the
crazy.
diffuser, and that's going to be
Joestar
the
down,
round.
and that is going to do it because Breaker is too far away
We're out of time.
from the diffuser. Breaker going down. Breaker should have pushed. I would think that Breaker should have pushed there with, or that Joestar should have pushed there with Breaker, or vice versa. They should have definitely pushed together. I think the placement though of Breaker behind that table and the counter was obviously a great place to plant. Usually a very common place to start planting, but not going to be enough if you're Delamore, and Team Void is going to take that first defending round. Lots of gunfights, a lot of push back and forth. You know, teams are just taking the advantage and disadvantage man-wise just throughout the round. You know, each round 3 minutes, and it just really flip-flops back and forth. You really don't know who is going to end up with how many players and when. So really, you just got to make sure that the trades are happening and make sure that the teams are you're trying to get the advantage or trying to stay as even as possible. But Thatcher again, Grasso going
Attackers
Thatcher.
need
We
to
have a
locate
very
and
similar
defuse bombs.
lineup as the previous round if you're Delamore, and then obviously another very similar round, another similar lineup if you are Team Void.
So yeah, we're over here on this objective. This objective is really interesting because it all comes down to that one end control, basically the triple room, the bathroom, the whatever you call the hell this room.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Getting into that bedroom can be tricky. So it's interesting to see if they're going to harden reinforce that wall there, because usually if you can hold bathroom, you can get anybody that tries to jump into that room.
10 seconds.
So
to
we'll see how
insertion.
they're going to play this. I don't know if they're going to full reinforce that, or is it just going to be a little bit of half there,
5
where
seconds
Chan
left
is.
before insertion.
I think Valkyrie and Pulse definitely make a lot more
Attackers'
sense
objective is
on this
to defuse
particular
the bomb.
location here on Villa if you're
Attackers' bomb
defending.
diffuser has been dropped.
But again, if you're the
Attackers
attacker,
have
you can
recovered their
expect
diffuser.
Pulse to be below the objective, and you can expect Valkyrie to have some Valk cams in the bedroom, and maybe some nitro cells, some pre-placed nitro cells, or maybe some nitro cells that'll get
So that's
thrown
an
up.
interesting angle opened up there, but I'm not sure what that's about. The whole bottom of that wall
Yeah.
is blown out.
I think they're just being able to see down into the hallway from below. It's a better way to see the attacking team moving below you, especially if you're going to have Nova, who I'm assuming is roaming below. And again, a good counter there. A good counter below if you are Jackal, with Breaker going Jackal for Delamore, going to try and counter that pulse activity that's going to be happening around the objective. We can see they're slowly kind of making their way up around Twixu. Did not mean to put that there. Going to pick that up and probably try and throw it out, but I think he senses that there are some opponents approaching. You see a nitro cell going off, not getting anything.
So
That's gonna be
Trixie and
Twixu's.
Nova on the other end there. Not too far from the objective, but definitely trying to hold them back on that roam game. Not too far. Not overextended.
Absolutely. We can see that the 90 push is starting to happen too if you're Delamore, but I can foresee a gunfight coming very soon here as Twixu holding down those steps, and we can see Delamore approaching Twixu slowly but surely. They're kind of watching it, but I don't think Delamore is paying
Didn't even see
attention
him.
there. Hyper
Oh, my
Toad,
goodness.
and there's the trade though, as Grasso is going to take out Twixu, but again, just not knowing that he was on that back steps, and Breaker's still trying to find that pulse. Nova is still up, probably hanging around the right below the objective somewhere. We can see him through the map. We can see that Team Void, the rest of Team Void, doing a pretty good job holding down the actual objective,
Bomb
definitely
located
making
by
it
attackers.
much more difficult for Delamore to try and figure out the best way to get into the actual location. Window's starting to get hit out here. Joestar making his way through the hallways, and Chan just kind of chilling out, maybe watching that bedroom angle. We can see that the Lions are going out as well. Mitch is holding down that location as well with around the globe.
Yeah, no,
We
this
can
is
see-
definitely a stronghold. Right there behind that desk, you can see in two angles.
Absolutely,
I think we're about
they're
to get the
in
point
though.
here.
Joestar is moving on in, and Joestar and Breaker, Joestar and Kilo are going to try and hold this down. They're going to get off a plant. And there it is. The plant goes down, and now all you got to do is just try and protect the diffuser at this point. Delamore, excellent push.
Good
unknown.
pop on the Lion, knowing that they're going to be sprinting for the objective. Lion is placed. Oh, we do have him Chan on the other
You
side
gotta
of
watch
the
the
wall
angles.
here.
You gotta watch the angles. You can start to see Nova
Nova's
trying to
coming
make his
in.
way up the steps.
Oh, the Claymore!
Oh my goodness! And now it's gonna have to be clutched by Mitch, and it's not gonna be
Hey,
enough.
we
Joestar
got a
takes
game!
out
And
Mitch, and-
let's go!
Wow, excellent play by Delamore, and I just catching Void off guard there as Delamore just walked on in and just got the plant off, and then just excellent plays by defending the diffuser, and now we have a 1-1 game. Delamore coming back, clapping back against Void in round number 2.
This
Wow.
is looking very familiar to the first game. We're getting the trades here, seeing how it is. But this time around, they've already played against each other. So now we're starting to see that dynamic of where the map play and not play kind of comes into play to see how I said play like 4 times in a row. Anyway, see how it comes around and see if we have any changes here. 2 6 picks. We have a Pulse to an Ella and a Thatcher to a Finka. But the Thatcher, man. Oh, that's right. Hopefully that Finka can come in strong. That's going to be an interesting play, not having
Attackers
Thatcher
need to locate
in.
and
I
defuse
don't really
bombs.
see he got used last round heavily, so we'll see how I have to go.
Especially if Void is going to be defending here on the first floor. There are a lot of
some
walls
ankle holes.
on the floor that you can take out. Wow. Well, I got to say that, as we're looking at the stats here across the board for Delamore, you're starting to see what you were missing that last match, and that was some more balance, some
That was
more
nice
evenness.
All right, that was nice pots and pans, and that man. I want to talk about how that man split that handle in half.
10 seconds
Where did
left.
they get that shit?
Bomb
IKEA?
located by attackers. 5 seconds left before.
Oh man, dude.
I'm sorry, I get on a tangent. They just when they break my stuff in the
Attackers are
map, they're
moving to
gonna have
defuse
to
the
pay
bomb.
for it. That poor vase on Coastline.
Still hasn't been replaced.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. It's nuts, man. It's such a cool feature though of this game. How everything is so breakable, you know. Just adds
They
to the
can't
realism
resist.
of
They're
it.
animals.
No, I gotta break everything.
So we got
Sometimes
a
breaking
Rooney.
things is good though.
A Rooney slowing down these pushes through the doorway. It's a good waste to use the waste utility. Do we have an entry denial? We have no entry denial, so not good pick on not bringing a Thatcher actually, because it's not going to be
Bomb
a factor
located by
here.
attackers.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot easier to get those walls, and we can see that where the push is actually starting to come from, and it's coming from above. And it's going to be interesting to see how Void responds to this approach, as we can see quite a few players are above, and Grasso is going to go down. Twixu is going to take out, as you can see he's chilling out up there, just watching the plays from people pushing upstairs.
Yeah,
He's
the
probably
hatch
going
is
to run
kind
into
of
some
main
more people.
control there. Yeah, the hatch is the entry hallway, and if you don't have control of that hatch, I actually
Whoa!
died the wall
man.
thing, so that is very on point.
What
That
is
is
a
very
wall
on
bang?
point.
Wow, that was super accurate through the wall.
Oh, Jackal.
Oh, the Jackal was getting, oh yeah, and Twixu is actually down, but he's gonna get revived. He's gonna get
Run!
revived, he's still up.
That Doc coming in clutch. Thunderbird, you didn't replace him. That long range revive.
Wow, that was excellent. We can see though that Twixu's decided to retreat a little bit. He's gonna give them the space
that Jackal
upstairs.
is on the hunt, though. He wants to finish that pursuit.
Absolutely, we can start seeing the Yings coming in handy though, and obviously the Thunderbirds are obviously very nice for the defenders as well that have been taking a lot of heat. This particular match, just spraying and praying through the wall as we see it at Delamore, trying to still figure out the best way of approaching this. And we can see that Void is doing.
Play.
Oh yeah, Void's doing an
Sophia's
excellent
gonna
job
have
holding
to-
that down.
Are we gonna have that utility?
Whoa!
Oh, the double. The in-synchronization kills there in the doorway.
5v2 situation right now, 1-1. 42 seconds remaining here in round number 3. Void has definitely got the hold here on the objective. And the diffuser is out of the hands right now.
Did they just
of
run in front of
Delamore.
them? Wait a minute. They were in the hallway and they ran into the door.
I see some magic trickery. Oh, some quick plays. Twixu trying to take off some of the last players remaining here for Delamore. Twixu is going to go down though, as Joestar is going to get the trade. 4-2 right now, and Chan is going to take out Joestar. It all comes down to Breaker. Breaker also does not have the diffuser. He's got to make his way over to the diffuser and try and get the plant off, but it's not going to be enough.
Oh, last second during the timer kill. Does that count on the round?
I think it does.
Oh, that was the round ender. That was like on one. That got that last second frag off.
Oh man. All right. Well, that round is going to go to Team Void, and Void is clapping back here against Delamore. Going into round number 4.
Yep,
Oh yeah.
Definitely getting that trade back and forth. We'll see if the Delamore can kind of come in strong for this next round. We're seeing a blitz play. Shield team, let's go. Drift gets excited when he sees blitz. I hope to see some. We got Ying, blitz. Even Sophia can apply to this. Oh man, I hope. Ooh, it's gonna be a flash fest. I tell you what. Imagine if blitz could see through Ying's though. How deadly that would be.
That would not even be fair at all. not trying to burst the bubble here, but unknowingly excellent pick by Void with the Legion.
I mean, how do you know it's unknowing? This could be very intentional. This
It
could
could
be
be.
the rush plan of the century. They did sneak in on him on that last round. And what is okay? So I always mess this up. To be honest, is this
Bomb
Aviator?
Yes.
Okay. I always call it Aviator for some reason. There's no plane anywhere.
That's close enough. But
But
yes,
what is an aviator? Glasses? Like
Oh well, I mean no, like like a aviator is I think it's related. It's related to flight.
it is plane.
5
Yeah.
seconds remaining.
I'm not losing my mind. There is a plane. Wait, I'm
Attackers
losing
are heading
it.
out
You
to
know
defuse the
what?
bomb.
Technical
That's why it's
difficulty
called
shot.
aviator. Hold on, I'm trying to. Oh my God, not a restoration hardware aviator desk. Hold on a second. I'm trying to pull up definition here. Oh
Yeah,
my
I'm
goodness.
it's
Alright, here we
it's
go.
an aviation
Aviator,
pilot.
a pilot.
Yes.
That's one of the definitions, and the other one is a pair of aviator glasses. It's like pilot glasses.
you know what?
There
Those
you
are best glasses on there.
Because we have to be correct.
Different.
We have to be correct when talking about
Attackers
stuff.
Then why is the other room not called billiards?
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
Oh,
Games.
games.
Yeah,
oh,
games.
yeah, I get it. I get it now. All right.
Yeah,
All right.
so
Enough about the map. Let's
billiards
see
are
what we
games.
got set up here. We do have the bandit set up. We have attachments. Oh, Blitz! No! Can't
There
even
goes
get in
Blitz.
the house. Come on, man! I want to see some shield team.
I think Twixu saw that and said, "I want none of it."
Oh man, yeah, that man had definitely received the blunt in the shield team 6 last time.
Some more gunfights going on. Under 2 minutes remaining. It's 5v4 as Twixu was able to take out Breaker, which is the Blitz. So unfortunately for Drift and for Delamore, Blitz is off the board for the remainder of this round. But again, if you're Legion, though, you don't really have to freak out too much with all of that now.
Oh, that's very true. Legion.
five-
Oh, there's a C4.
5v3.
Woo! Just nearly escaping. Good play on Joestar hearing that zipper rip and getting out of there. And Trixu,
Twixu, same thing.
Oh, we got a little bit of a hotness on the staircase going on. Bleach trying to get that cheesy angle. Joestar is just trying to survive. Trying to get everybody staircase
the push.
in the smoke. And,
Oh,
oh,
man.
the warden for the anti-ying. Oh, here we go. Getting a little ref in a 4. Oh my goodness. 1v5 situation. Joestar already picked off Klee. That was hunting him down. They have diffusers. So there is aggression here, but they do have both staircases covered.
Not going to be enough. Twixu just dominating the staircases this last round. He owned those staircases. That was his property. He was taking out the trespassers.
Yeah, no, that staircase, that they had the staircase control each time they tried to push up. They weren't going to have it. I mean, that was their main push last time. That was definitely an adaptation on Void's side. The last time they're on that objective, they took staircase. And they did try to use the balcony a little bit in the bandit. And they blitzed. The blitz just an unfortunate end when he had his shield down. I mean, you can't hold it up while you're repelling, but Ulsa can. Explain that to me. Ulsa can hold a shield in front of them, but Blitz can't? Come on now.
I don't know. It's been really confusing with that particular operator. Not too fun, to be honest.
Yeah, it's
Or
definitely
him.
been.
What is it? It's a transgender operator, so.
Yeah, I
I
believe
won't get
the
into that.
identification is I believe
We'll
the
just leave it at
identification is
that.
her.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it is the new female op. So
Don't want to try and be politically incorrect.
Attackers
But I
need
will
to
say,
locate and
though,
defuse as many
from
bombs as they can.
off topic, out of the players here on Delamore, we can see the individual statistics. Something that we did not see last game is Kilo actually dropping the donuts right now. 4 rounds in. We can see Kilo with an 0-3-3 with 3 assists though, but Kilo just not getting any kills at the moment. But we can see Joestar and Breaker.
Bomb
Joestar
located by
appearing
attackers.
as the emerging star here for this particular round, in this particular
10 seconds
match
to insertion.
against Void.
Attackers have
Healing
located
And we can see Twixu is definitely starting to pick up
5
his
seconds remaining.
play as well, as he has the most frags right now on Void.
Attackers' objective is to defuse a bomb.
yeah, that's
Void-
definitely setting up to make sure that plant does not happen again.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll have to see how Delamore can switch up their tactic this time around to get on in that objective.
Gotta expect that the roam game is probably going to be a little bit different here as well, as we see that there is no pulse and there is no Valkyrie being used, but we can see that there's actually somebody at that window. He's going to pull off though. Twixu says, yeah, not today, and kind of want to save my
flash
life
needs
for
to-
later on.
Flash coming out. Oh, we got
We
an
can
outside
see-
peek here.
Oh,
Are
yeah,
they gonna get him?
Nova
The
getting
shoulder.
close.
The shoulder. Woo! Joestar
Getting
trying to
close.
figure out where that came from.
Yeah, Joestar does not know where that shot was coming from, and it's Nova who's hanging back towards Aviator. Mitch gonna take out Kilo. That's Lion that goes off the board. Sorry, Mahedrian. Kilo is now off. It's a 5v4 situation, just under 2 minutes here. Team Void against Delamore. Void is up 3-1, round number 5. And then excellent plays by Breaker, not taking out those Legion. He's actually going around it. 5v3 though, as Nova's going to take out Joestar. Breaker maybe going to
Chad's
try
on
and
the
take
phone,
out
Chad's
Chan
on
here.
the
Chan is playing some games on his phone, and he gets off the phone, but it's not going to be enough there, as Breaker's going to take it, but it's going to be traded by Twixu.
Well, then we
Twixu
got
says,
these
"I will
dots are
avenge
still
you."
outside.
Oh man.
So that rough push, you have a Dokkaebi and that. Oh, Klee's getting aggressive towards that window, trying to see exactly where Grasso is trying to come in at. We do hear the wood break. He's getting ready for it. He is mute. So we'll see. Double push on this window. They're both on that window. They're about to get whipped on, I believe. Oh, coming out with a DMR. Just bop, bop, bop. That
Great.
nine. Oh,
Hypertoad, but Mitch knows exactly where they're at. There's some other players over there. Mitch getting into it with Grasso. Excellent
1v1
play,
situation.
taking out
The wall is
Boost.
open. Oh my god, he's gonna be able
Oh
to find where
my
Nova's
goodness.
at. Oh, there's an Ella mine. Oh, Ella knows where that happens. Oh, we're about to get into a
Nova's gonna
heated little
fall back
battle
a little
here. They're
bit.
gonna get to rotate. They're gonna
Communication,
be
we're
right
gonna
here.
see
Who's gonna get
we're
this
gonna see what's
gunfight?
going on.
And it goes the void.
Woo!
Oh my god, that was so intense. Yo, good on Delamore coming back. Grasso picking up the frags, getting it down. Definitely going on that 1v1 situation. That's what we'd like to see here in LHYNX Division. Tightness. Let's go. Yo, and that Elamine just came in clutch for that information gathering, was able to allow him to go around.
That was absolutely nuts. Grasso with the excellent double kill that we saw there in the bedroom. We thought maybe for sure that was going to be it for Grasso as he was going up against two Void defenders, but we saw the plays, the excellent individual skill by Grasso to stay alive. But again, though, Void coming out on top with Nova clutching up the 1v1. That is for you, Evan, as Nova states. Oh man!
Come on, don't leave me alone with the tightness, guys. Come on, tight gameplay,
Protect the bomb
tight
from being
collective
defused by attackers.
gameplay.
Oh man!
Jeez.
Excellent plays, excellent plays. The competition levels this season so far have been much higher than the previous season, which makes for excellent entertainment for sure. I have to say that this has been the best way to start a season. Exactly. If you're gonna start a season, this is the tight way to start it. This is it. We're doing
Yo,
it.
don't make drinking games on what I say. It'll be very, very, very weird. Yo, they're kicking out the cookware this time around. So we're seeing a little bit of heals. Oh, we actually have a
Attackers are
clash.
heading out to defuse
Twixu
the
playing
bomb.
Clash this round. That was an op that I can see commonly banned in most games just due to sheer annoying of it. And now he's gonna take that doorway.
Bomb located by attackers.
Wow.
Drone up.
Super interesting plays here that we can see it from Void and Delamore. And we're approaching the 2.5-minute mark, and Klee going to take out Hypertoad there. Klee with the excellent Rooney plays. And that is Jackal that's off the board.
There's definitely no feet sniffing this round. Definitely
No feet sniffing.
I heard it in a game one time. I thought it was absolutely hilarious. Because you think about it, this man does.
Dude, man, we should just have like a separate segment where we just let you talk about all the fun stuff that you've learned throughout playing this game.
Oh man, I've been in it since
Defender has been
the beginning. So.
Changing max!
Oh my goodness, dude. All right, well, we're under 2 minutes now. It's a 4v4. Definitely still winnable if you're Delamore. Just trying to figure out the best way to infiltrate the objective here. Void holding down this particular location pretty well, and Void did very well defending it the previous time they were here. We're starting to see some more gunfights as Ella and Chan trying to figure out the best way to get those angles to work. Approaching the 1.5 minutes remaining here in round number 6. This is the last defending round for Void and the last attacking round for Delamore here in game number 2. And Void were to win this game, they win this series. Starting off here in the season opener, you can see Twixu trying to figure out the best ways to go about using the clash. But Chan is going to take out Joestar, and Mitch is going to take out Kilo. And now that puts Delamore in a tough situation.
Zero
is
was underneath. I saw the Zero in the basement. It was definitely the.
Oh my goodness. Grasso helping out his teammate, taking out Chan. We're in a 2v2, but Twixu gonna get kills there on Breaker. Come down to here between Grasso, Twixu, and Klee as we can see that the pings are starting to get thrown off. Trying to figure out where is who, and that is it. Is Klee is gonna clean it on up. No pun intended. And I actually like that. I should use that. Klee cleans it up. That's cool. All right, round
All right, now
number
you're turning the
6.
drip. Jesus Christ.
Round number 6 goes to Void, and now it is 5-1 Void. If you're Void, you just need 2 more wins to get this victory. If you're Delamore, you're down, but you're not out, as we are switching sides, and Delamore is going to be defending, and Void is going to be attacking. So,
A little bit of
again,
Maestro. Let's
yeah,
get
a little
that.
bit of Maestro. It's going to be good to see. Very common to see Maestro on Villa, though, but really good plays is potentially here from Grasso. Grasso definitely getting on the board a lot this particular match. We've been saying his name quite a bit, but I will say that this is definitely a much more competitive series than in previous time, and this has
Attackers
been
need to
very
locate
fun to
and
watch.
defuse
But
as
like I
many
said,
bombs as they
Delamore
can.
is not out of it, and you can't help but think if it would have been a little bit more different if they decided to defend on the first match than attack. Previously attacking, now 2 times in a row, having attacked 2 times in a row. Maybe we would have seen it a little bit differently if the team decided to defend first. Who knows? I'm not really sure. We'll see.
Well,
But,
with Void, we know that defend game is pretty strong, as we saw in the previous season. So maybe
Absolutely.
with the ideology, you gotta imagine that we had the VOD from season 0. So you imagine that Delamore did a little bit of homework coming into this season 1 with
5
watching
seconds
Void, and maybe wanted to get those defensive rounds out of the way, and then kind of counteract with
Attackers
that
must
being
locate and
defender
defuse
second.
a bomb.
Absolutely. As we see, round number 7 is starting up.
There's a
and
little bird
Team
out
Void
there?
is going to start their attack. Man, there's birds on every map. So weird. Hey, have you ever gone to
that's
the
an
back
angle.
of this? Have you ever gone to the back of this map? Ooh, wow, this is a pretty cheeky angle here by Nova. But have you ever gone to the back of this map, like where Nova spawned, where Nova and his teammates spawned, and you go back to the
A
well,
bomb has been
and you hear
located.
like
Assassin's
the dude
Creed logo?
screaming? No,
No,
what?
not
Is
the
that
dude
what?
screaming.
Or the dude screams. Twixu is in. Twixu is
What
in.
the
He has
hell?
rushed on in, and he's already taken out almost the whole team. Twixu with the quad kill before Kilo takes him out, and oh my goodness, just like that, it is over.
What the hell
Round number 7
happened?
is over. Twixu out of nowhere catching off Team De La Moore.
Caught us
Oh
off guard.
my
What do you
goodness.
mean? We were still bullshitting. The round just started.
Oh my goodness. That was just under 2.5 minutes, around the 2.5 minute mark. The round had only been live for about 30 seconds. And Twixu just rushing on in, catching Team Delamore off guard. And just like that, we're in a match point situation here where Team Void can win it. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
That was definitely insane.
Oh
Wow.
my
Yo, we're switching over to Zofia here. We'll see if we get the Zofia rush next. Or are we gonna get the yin and yang of rushes here? We got a Kali and 2 snipe. Oh yeah, 2
Yeah, Callie and a
snipers.
glass. Yeah.
Oof. You're gonna be popping up. I wonder if
Attackers
they're
need to
betting on
locate
them
and
going.
defuse
Did they
as
go
many bombs as
Aviator
they
again?
can.
They
Yeah,
did.
they decided to go
So
Aviator
that snipe
games.
game is gonna be strong. They're gonna try to get those long angles that we possibly saw from Ruin. That was a drone. Get those
Well, we
long
can-
angles from Ruin. I know there's a few positions that I found recently where you can see from Ruin all the way into that right side door there, just to the right of B, as the camera gets flipped the other direction. Thanks. There,
Well,
now
we
it's the
can
left side
see-
of B.
Covered the location.
We can see that Kilo and Joestar are starting to go some of those entry denials as far as coming in through the doorways and in the hallways. We have the Ella and the Legions, which are hopefully going to try to slow down the attackers if you're Delamore, because oh my goodness, Twixu just snuck on in there completely undetected, taking out 3 players within a couple of seconds and just completely catching Delamore off guard. And
Yeah, that's definitely a
wow.
mental mind game there. It's gonna have Delamore on edge here a little bit.
Absolutely. We'll have to talk with Twixu about that decision to rush on in there, because it has been pretty conservative and pretty methodical approaches for the rounds for both of these teams, but that was completely just untraditional as far as we've been watching. And he just ran on in there and tried to just take the entire match himself, as he got that 4K. We can see Twixu now combining for 11 frags so far in this match, but maybe he's not done yet. We'll see how Delamore responds, though. Starting again, almost kill through the wall there. Starting to see Twixu and Hypertoad get into it.
And that's it. You got that LMG, and you just lay down those rounds. You just consistent sustaining fire. I think Klee's going for 90 here.
Well, again, even though nobody has died yet, you got to be pretty happy so far if you're Delamore holding off Void for this long right now, over a minute remaining. But Mitch is going to take out Grasso, but Hypertoad's going to take out Mitch. So that is Glaz that is off the board, and Maestro now off, as we're starting to see a little bit more gunfights though going on. It's a 4v4 situation, a minute and a half remaining here, as Nova is going to take out Hypertoad. 4v3, starting to see a little bit more gunfights. Everybody's starting to figure out where everyone is.
The new Flash
is getting
update.
thrown in. Ooh, man. Kilo going to take out Twixu, though. Twixu now off the board. It's a 3v3 situation, 2v3 situation, as it looks like Joestar is going to get the kill, and Kilo going to get the kill on Chan, and Klee is left to clutch a 1v3. Delamore looking like they're going to survive another round potentially here.
So we get that relocation from Klee. We'll see where they're going to go here.
Got to figure out where that diffuser is at, because Klee does not have the diffuser. You can see starting to run into some of those Elemines, going to give off his location. We're going to see how Delamore responds to this. And I think Breaker's trying to indicate where that diffuser is.
Yeah, that's definitely a good place to have it for the defending team, because they have it almost in objective there. You know, Breaker's kind of watching back. They're watching that. They're gonna jam the Meridian with all those Legion mines, as he would say. So it's gonna slow them in quite about a bit. I don't know if we have any Ella charges left in the vicinity, so there might be clear on that. We get the 15 second. Oh, gotta try to swing, but Klee denies. Klee is on very, very low HP. You've got the rotation coming from Kilo, gonna pinch.
Diffuser's been picked up. Kilo trying to
The plant
to flank,
is going
though.
down.
Plant is going
And
down, but
that is
excellent
it.
plays.
Wow. And the round comeback for Delamore. Let's go. We are back in this game. We are still gaming here.
Down but not out, as I had said previously. We're going into round number 9, as Team Void is currently winning the game 6-2, but Delamore with great defensive strategies put in place this previous round, and Delamore is going to take that round, and now we are in a 6-2 game.
6 trophy statuary. So this is gonna be interesting to watch again. I'm blanking on names, but this is the upstairs split one, correct?
Trophy statuary, yep. Trophy statuary, upstairs split, second floor, still on the same floor as Aviator Games. But again, we could probably expect to see is Thatcher is probably the right play, as Nova had changed originally. Was Twitch actually deciding to go Thatcher? Probably going to work out better for Void. But we can also see, and we also see the change there with the alibi for Delamore. But we could probably expect a pretty decent presence on the ledge outside of bedroom if Delamore is going this particular objective. So we would probably expect to see Void out there on the ledge.
Definitely seeing all those trap and slow down ops since Trixie pulled that little trick on them. Capkin, I'm waiting for the day we get the alibi stand in place trick. I'm waiting for it. I want to see that in the league. I feel like
if anybody would be able to pull it off, I feel like it could be Twixu. I think it could definitely be Twixu to pull that off. But you never know, man. As the skill from all of these players, we continue to watch them. You know, we have players coming up as the unexpected and previously unthought of leaders here in the game and in these rounds. So you never really know what's going to happen and what you're going to get with each round. But this has been really fun and entertaining to watch so far, as we are passing under the 2-minute and 40-second mark remaining here in still a match point situation where Void could win this, as Twixu is trying to have a good presence there on the window, see if he can catch anybody swing by. Grasso is going to hang out by 90, it looks like.
Reloading.
Yeah, that 90 control is kind of important. It keeps that hallway pinned down, but you are kind of on your own island there, because if you get pinned there by 2 attackers, there's no way out, really out. You can't even go out the window. It's not your territory.
Absolutely. And we can see that there is a pretty decent, as Chan is, I think he just ran into a little bit of a cap can right there. We can see though that there is that ledge presence though by Void, and I think they're really trying to just try and get those walls
That
open as
shield
we
is
can
very
see.
nice. That is
Oh, yeah.
that is like the opposite 90 angle for watching that bedroom and watching the bathroom and watching that other area. As they do get it. Oh, we coming out with
You gotta
this.
watch out if you're Joestar because that wall is going down.
Did they even have entry tonight?
No,
I didn't have entry
no.
tonight. What was
Nobody
that
could get the
room
wall.
for?
Kilo, excellent plays there on Mitch. It's a 4v4 situation though.
Yo,
Still gotta
such
watch
big
the bedroom
plays.
side.
They're
Definitely a
all
big
up in the
presence
bedroom.
bedroom
Oh,
side. Oh,
where did that even
lots of
get hit
trades
from?
going on.
Oh,
Twixu.
Drew with a double.
Woo, man.
Drop the bomb diffuser.
Whoa! That was a team kill.
Whoa!
That was an accidental team kill. Twixu just
That
flicked
was
on
an
his own
insane
teammate.
flick. That was an insane flick, but on the wrong team.
Let's see if Twixu can clutch this despite killing his teammate. Wouldn't that be insane? Oh man, the pre-fire there. I think
They
there may
know
be
where
a
they're
drone.
at, so
I
they're
was gonna
gonna
say
be-
good drone placement. Twixu trying to find out where everybody is. Oh, great flip there on Grasso, and it comes down to a 1v1 situation.
recovered the
Kilo
diffuser.
and Twixu, some of the top players on either of these teams. What's gonna happen? Twixu's gonna try and get the plant down as Kilo is gonna try and chill out for a little bit. Waiting for the maybe the call out for the teammates. They're just trying to figure out what's going on. Twixu trying to bait with that, and he does. He
Oh,
gets the bait
goodness.
off, and Kilo goes down. Twixu victorious despite the team kill, and that means that Team Void is victorious yet again here in game number 2 in this series between Team Void and Team Delamore. Wow, excellent plays from both sides. Very
this is a
exciting
very,
stuff.
very good game. I mean, that was definitely down to the wire, 1v1 situation. Both operators very load health in that situation. I don't want to talk about it. I'll
Low
hear
in
about that
health,
later.
yeah.
Load.
It's
Getting the
late
load.
as always.
So that was definitely down to the wire of kind of a play, whether to stick to plant or to pop up and frag. And Trixo going to happen frag, and Breaker just couldn't quite grab it, but it was still great overall.
Absolutely, I would definitely agree. Again, this was super entertaining to watch. Team Void, just to reiterate, Team Void is going to take the victory 2-0 over Team Delamore, but don't let that score fool you because it was as competitive as it looks. A lot of fun, super fun. And thanks again for everybody that's been joining us so far for all of this. We're not done yet, though. We still have an interview to go on, and we're going to hit it with the post game as well. So stay tuned and stay with us. We're going to take a quick break, everybody. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, I've been running and running to keep it 100. It's all that I wanted, but lately I don't get the stomach. The higher the summit, the harder the plummet. They know me all over this planet. I'm just a man and I can't understand it. Proud that I win and I did it myself. Probably wouldn't if I got the help. Hearing subliminals all on myself. Feel like I'm breaking, I'm falling to hell. Told me I'm sick and I tell her, oh well. Rather be dead than to know that I failed. Live for the chase, life is a race. I'm out of space, I'ma get on my face. I got a taste, well the whole play. Finna get laced if you step out of place. Like, first off, you don't run nothing. All talking, your team bluffing. My squad, we all dream crushing. We ain't rushing, no discussion. All I know is us made for this. Paid for this, yeah, slave for this. Been down and I'ma get it right. Get on sight like. Been down and I'ma get it right. Get on sight like. Been down and I'ma get it right. Get on sight like. Never really know when you're gonna go. Why you gotta put another foot in front of yours? Bury them toes, carry them close. I was never one to care about my mentos. I was like froze, now I'm on floor. Give me that smoke, but I can't get high. We do the most, here to inspire. Doing what I'm supposed, but I can't get tired. Run for your life every night. See in the dark, blind by the light. I got the spark, I got the pipes. All of my arts coming to life. Had to face my fears while I chase my peers, and I found my spot. About time that I found myself. I've been out here walking that walk. Like, first off, you don't run nothing. All talking, your team bluffing. My squad, we all dream crushing. We ain't rushing.
All right, we are back, everyone. Oh my goodness, wow! Really quick, just a quick recap on what happened. We have Team Void taking the win over Team Delamore here in the season opener, 2-0 the score. But again, don't let that score fool you. It was much more competitive than it looked and than it seemed. So, but to get a little bit more of the action here and understand really what we watched, we're going to do some interviews here. Drift, you ready to go?
I am. You know, it was definitely a fantastic game, and I am looking forward to talking to these players, their mentality going into these rounds, kind of what was going through their minds and what strategies were coming out as the game kind of unfolded. Get the one-on-one with the players, a little bit of the frags that came off, and especially those tense moments if it was flicks on teammates or not.
I know this is some people in the chat are trying to figure out if it was intentional or not, but we'll see. We'll see if we can answer some of their questions. But Drift, who do you want to bring on up here and talk to first?
Yeah, let's go ahead and start right off with let's start off with that flick team kill. The man who just went off on that round before we slipped our mind. I really want to know what happened in that first attack round of Villa.
So I think we're going to bring up Twixu, if I'm not mistaken. We're also going to bring in Nova as well. And we're going to wait until they come on in here and we can get their perspective on how some things went. It looks like we're still missing Trixu at the moment. Trixu, Twixu, I don't even know like which one to call him because he's different on either platform. But for now, we have Nova in here. Nova, hey, dude, how was that match? Let me just ask you this. Was it a lot of fun? Did you have fun? Did you guys have fun?
Oh, absolutely. Ton of fun going into the match. Ton of fun after and before and everything.
Tremendous. That's what we love to hear. That's what it's all about. Okay, so now we have Twix in the audience. We just need Twix to come on up here. But Drift, you have any questions for Nova for the time being?
So kind of the strategy, coming in there, you guys, I know Devoid is a very good defensive team as far as on the defensive rounds. Did you feel like that really played to the advantage being able to defend on both maps for?
Definitely. It was a huge advantage to have us to play those defensive rounds first. Gave us time to really find our place that we know we can sit around and play what we know pretty first. And then when it came to the attacking rounds, we had the momentum and we knew we could just ride it out from there.
Yeah, that was definitely seen on that one round. We're going to roll it back to Oregon. I want to ask you about that the decision to go to the kitchen.
area first. I know that's not a very popular place to hold. What was the mentality going into that, trying to do that as the second and then third hold?
We wanted to save basement because we knew basement was going to be the easiest and probably the strongest hold we could do. And we had, going into the kitchen one, we had some new ideas we wanted to test out. Of course, those first 2 times we went there didn't really work out for us, but we fixed them later on, and that was the important thing for us.
Yeah, that definitely showed through. And then, it was the comment I had during the match that it was, teams are learning each other. And as you guys went on, I definitely saw that. Now, Trixie, now that you did hop up here, we'll hop back over to the Villa mentality. I got to ask, we hear commentators were talking about a fountain, and the next thing we know, you're on a 4K. How, when did you get in there that fast?
I just wanted to do my champion. It's called the champion rush, where you just run up the basement stairs and see if it worked. It worked last time, kinda. They had a clash last time I tried it, but this time no clash, just barbed wire, and it worked out. And
Wow,
That was
Yeah.
excellent. That was, I mean, like what Drift said. I mean, we were totally caught off guard, and it's only like half a minute into the round, and then all of a sudden it's a 5v2. You just take out the 3 players, and then you were able to take out a 4th player before going down, and made it a ton easier for Void to be able to win that
Mhm.
particular round. So props to you for
Thank you.
that rush. That was excellent. That was super fun. Totally caught everyone off guard, including Delamore, and maybe even your team. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how that was communicated, but also I think Drift has a question about the team kill.
yeah,
Right.
okay, so it's a hot topic in the chat. Was that an intentional or unintentional flick of
That
your
was
teammate?
definitely not intentional.
You just,
I
that is
seen
the
them.
flick of the century, man. That's a
Whew.
flick of the
Yeah.
century. Just, boop! I didn't even know if it was a teammate until we saw the kill feed.
They scared me a little bit. I just seen them in the corner of my eye and shot, and I was like, oh, oops.
Well, again,
def-
dude, props to you though, because you were able to kill your teammate. Not only kill your teammate though, but you were able to win the round and still clutch up despite that.
That's
So
a technical difficulty shot.
yeah, right. Yeah. All right. We got to put up the technical difficulties in. No, that was definitely a lot of fun, and that was super cool. I see we have Chan Desu in the chat as well. Chan, you have any words, any thoughts on the match? Maybe anything that you guys would like to improve on after playing Delamore here in the season opener?
Trick's not the team kill.
It would
That's
not be a
definitely
Void
something to
game
work
without a
on.
PK.
Every game is 1 team kill. It's probably from Tricks for me.
The panic
It
shots
has
are
been
real.
Chan. It has been Chan every time.
It's
You know,
always me.
it's
Maybe go
modern
negative.
gaming. We get so used to like the faster the pace of the games get, and we see any sign of movement, and it's just like if a leaf blows, it has a million holes in it now because it moved.
You ruined my KD.
I'm sorry.
That's the worst part. That's the worst part. But hey, you guys were able to get out of there with a victory. So props to you guys. Thank you guys for coming back and returning for season 1. It has been an absolute pleasure to work with you all and to watch you guys. It has been super fun. We can tell that after this first match in the season opener here, you guys are definitely going to be another talking point for the season, and we're going to continue to watch you guys play, and hopefully there's a little bit more competition coming later on in the season, but we know that you guys will be up for a challenge. And thank you guys for being with us and being in the interview and coming back for another season.
Thank you.
For having us.
All right, we got to kick them out. Oh man, dude, they are always so much. They're always so much fun to talk to, and we get to hear a little bit of the stuff that goes on behind the scenes with all of them, which is always super fun, and we get to hopefully answer some questions that some people had in the chat of surrounding the team kill there. So we can say with confidence after talking with Twixu that it was not intentional, but not like it mattered anyways, because he was able to clutch the round anyways and clutch the game. But we're gonna get some players in from Delamore and get some opinions and some thoughts from this team as well. Drift, who you want to bring in?
Well, it's definitely going to be Kilo and Break. They fragged out on the early rounds, and I know that they're some of the team leads, and I'd like to get the opinion on how they like LGL. Hey, Breaker, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm pretty all right. Well, welcome Delamore to the Lynx Division Gaming. I hope you guys
Thank
enjoyed
you.
your first game. You did come in strong. You saw you sent out some feed with Jackal, and that was pretty fun to watch. Coming into the series, what was some of your mentalities? Did you guys kind of do your homework before you came in, or did you just come in wanting to
We did. We
take the
did. We
series?
did a little bit of homework. Yeah, we tried. We were honestly like, most of our regular games we were like fucking around, but like we kind of try to like stick to what we know, stick to what we're comfortable with, and try to get through the matches as like decent as we can.
Yeah, that was definitely showed that you guys have definitely came in here ready to rock and roll. Watching it, you guys trade rounds on both maps. I mean, early on both maps,
Yeah.
you guys were trading rounds 1-1, 2-2, and it just seems like it kind of walked away from there. But you guys were still holding strong, and you guys had that 1v1 clutch there on the very last round. And it was so close, and it was great to
Yeah.
watch. On this being your first game, was there anything you kind of learned from this game that you're going to take on going throughout the series?
I mean, it was mainly teamwork and trying to communicate very efficiently with each other. Like there was a lot of things going on. We had so many things going to our head, but we always have to remind ourselves that like, there's so many things, but let's just take it one step at a time. We don't need to be confused and have every single little detail just kind of fill us up with so much information.
Yeah,
just kind of
busy
take it slow.
comms, kind of.
Yeah.
You know, with the busy comms. Yeah, there's a lot of information given Siege, but it just depends on what information relayed and how much it is. And I can totally understand where you're coming back with. You get busy comms, you miss those clutch calls.
Right.
Zammer, you got
Excellent. Well, no, I just kind of building what you were saying, and I guess I'll direct this more towards Kilo because I got to hear from Breaker. Kilo, we got to see you guys play in this previous match, and you guys definitely came out strong. It was a lot of fun. You guys definitely put up a fight against Void, which was excellent to see. And Kilo, you definitely popped off in that first match as well, so that was super entertaining and very fun to watch, and definitely something that we can expect for you moving forward. But what would you say are maybe some things that you guys want to build on before the next matches here against Team Void and some other clubs you guys are going to be playing against here in the division?
I'd say there's some work we got to do as far as picking phase. We had a few mishaps there with the speed of picking ops, so that's something we got to work on. And we definitely do work on our attacks. We're moving around a bit too slow. The way we come at it is a bit too slow, so that's it's definitely a point for us going forward.
Awesome. Well, great to hear from you guys. Thanks again for being a part of history, essentially here. Great to have Delamore as part of LHYNX Division, and great to have you guys as part of the Siege squad and the Siege setup with everything. It's been awesome, a lot of fun to watch. This was a hell of a season opener. I think it was very entertaining. A lot of people really enjoyed this, and we hope you guys had a lot of fun. And we hope to see more from you guys as we move on here with the season and later on.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
All right. Awesome. Great to hear from everyone. This has been a terrific evening of awesome season opener. I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better season opener minus some of the technical difficulties, but from a competition standpoint, I mean, we had a great setup and a great game, great match between these two squads. So thanks again to everybody as part of the interview, and thanks to everybody that's stuck with us so far. We're not done yet. We're going to take one more quick final break. And then after this, we're going to come back with some more information, some more things that are upcoming, and keep you guys updated on what's to come. So thank you all so much so far. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right. The break was a lot quicker than I previously had thought, but hey, we're back. Thanks for sticking with us, everybody. This has been a terrific season opener, just building on what I said previously. Before I put the final thoughts and put a cap on the stream and on the opener here, just want to send it over to Drift. Drift, this has been awesome. It's been a pleasure calling this game with you. I don't know how many matches and how many opportunities I'm going to get to call these games and matches throughout the season, but that's okay. I got to do tonight, which was a lot of fun doing it with you and Kvechi, and having Mahidrian behind running the stream behind the scenes, which has been awesome, and minus the technical difficulties. But Drift, I just want to get some of your final thoughts on everything and just what we watched and what you're excited about moving forward.
Yeah, no, it was definitely great doing the season opener, kind of rolling it back, kind of like going from season 0 right into 1 with you, me doing Siege. It's definitely love doing this with you. You know, my play needs a little needs a little bit of work, but you know what? Thankfully, we have a lot of games coming up and a lot of variety. You know, in season 0, we only had a few games, but now we have Rocket League, League of Legends, a lot of leagues going on there, and Valorant, so CSGO. I'm excited. I'm ready to cast some Rocket cards. Later on in the month, we will have a Overwatch game come into play. So we're going to be really rolling in deep, getting it as we go. The next match that we will get is actually this Wednesday. It'll be at 11 p.m. EST. It's going to be a Rocket League match. That's going to be Misfits versus Helios here in the Rocket cars. I am ready to scream as they jet, but we will get more of that when we get down over there. But no, that's pretty much it. I am so excited to get this whole month rolling, and it's going to be jammed, action-packed.
Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better myself. And again, checking out the screen and what's to come, you can always check out the calendar and the upcoming matches and the upcoming games. With the rest of the month of October here, we have a lot of action, way more than season 0, obviously. We're going to see some more from the expansion teams and some more from the returning teams, and we're also going to see some new games. So definitely stay updated and definitely stay on the radar with everything by following our social medias on Instagram and on Twitter. We're also on YouTube, LHYNX Division, and definitely on Twitch, obviously, as everybody is still tuned in, checking everything out. And do not forget to join our Discord, and especially if you are a partner rep interested in being a part of the league, reach out to some of the owners that we have going on here, Mahidrian or Kvechi. They are excellent people to talk to about getting involved and setting everything up. So, but for now, thank you all who has joined into the match and who checked this out and was a part of history tonight with the season opener. We had a lot of fun. Thanks for sticking with us despite some of the technical difficulties that we had, but we promise those are going to get worked on, and it's going to be a lot smoother, and it's going to look much better moving on here with the rest of the season. So thanks again to everybody tonight who came out and watched. Thanks again to the players and the teams. We have a lot upcoming, lots to be excited about, lots to look forward to. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned, stay linked in, and we'll catch all of you guys later. Thanks so much.
Bye.
When the winter comes, we turn our backs, we can't help, we're gone.